Good afternoon. First, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come and sit with us as we talk about new developments. On the 21st of May, the organizations NYCC, New York Communities for Change, and TCC, the Corridor Counts, said that we would be back because we were going to go before the Commissioner of Education about how Betty Cross and other individuals in the Hempstead community stole an election. We're here to announce that today we are filing with the Commissioner of Education for New York State a petition appealing what took place with regard to the theft of this election and charging fraud, improper tactics, coercion, intimidation, and also bribery with regard to trying to win this election and essentially stealing this election. We want you to be very clear that this is not, and we made no hollow threats. We said we were going to go forward to the Commissioner of Education, and we are and have done that. What I'm holding in my hand right now is a copy of the actual petition. The members of the press have gotten a copy of the petition. It is some 45 pages long. It plots out, point by point, major issues which occurred on May 20th, 2014, before May 20th, 2014, and on May 21st, 2014. I also have in front of me a copy of exhibits. Now, you don't have all that. It's a lot to print. But in these exhibits, there are things such as photographs showing students being brought from the high school by drivers who are related and working in the school district, and taking students off campus during school day without permission from their parents and basically forcing them to vote for Betty Cross. This set of exhibits is full of things like admissions in the form of Facebook posts that Sergio will talk about in a second, where the individual that was running Miss Cross's campaign made it very clear that he was doing something which was not only wrong but was illegal. The other thing that we have here, and this is probably the most damning aspect of what we have been able to put together in this very short period of time. In this book are 25 affidavits from people that were around, involved in this campaign, who had people come to their homes with fake absentee ballots that were not appropriate nor proper, have them sign absentee ballots that they did not apply for, nor were they entitled to have, and had them vote for Betty Cross because these individuals crossed Miss Cross's name on the sheet and then walk the affidavit ballots in, that being the absentee ballots, in on their behalf, all contrary to the rules and the law. We are asking the commissioner to take a close look at this, and at this point I'll stop there, and at the end I'll tell you exactly what we're asking for. Let me pass it on to Sergio. Good morning. No. Good morning. Great morning. The reason why we're saying it's a good morning has to do with the fact that finally the village of Hempstead, the parents of Hempstead, and now the students in the village of Hempstead are awakening. Fact of the matter is, we have a very serious issue, and while we are referring to this as a petition to the Department of Education in the state of New York, we are also considering this an indictment. 23 days ago, on May 20th, an election was won by two candidates that were the highest vote getters in this village. The following day, a grand larceny was committed by Ms. Betty Cross and a number of individuals who have used the village of Hempstead as their personal bank account for close to 3 decades, robbing our children of any future. We have been able to put together in 23 days hundreds of pages through the hard work of community organizers, community residents, and young people in this village that want to see a change. What we have been able to articulate and show and demonstrate now through these particular documents that are now going to be an official record of the fact that on May 21st began the journey of citizens saying enough. Enough of the failing schools, enough of the patronage, enough of the bullying, enough of the larceny. Our kids come first. Mr. Brewington made reference to Facebook posts that I personally received from an individual who claimed to be Ms. Betty Cross's manager, campaign manager, in which he claims to know that he's been in this business for 26 years, but is asking me if I think photocopying ballots is illegal. If you have been in this business for 26 years, I was 10 at that age. I was 10 back when he was 26. So if you've been around that long and I was but 10 years of age and I know for a fact that that is illegal, that raises serious questions. Ladies and gentlemen, what we know is that the people here were intimidated, that people who had Latino surnames were told they could not vote there, that they needed to go elsewhere. We know that people were walking into apartment buildings, particularly Terrace Avenue, telling folks that all they needed to do was fill out a form and not worry about coming down to actually vote. Ballots were changed. A number of things have come out. What I can tell you is that this school district is banking on the media not asking the tough questions and demanding more. All eyes should be on the village of Hempstead. We are calling on the State Department of Education. We are actually calling on Governor Cuomo. We are calling on a number of folks, including Mr. DiNapoli. We would like to know how is it that this larceny has been allowed to continue for all this time, and we know for a fact that these people continue their swindle. $1.5 million robbery is occurring right now. This school district has decided to rearrange its budget and move $1.5 million into an account for their counsel, for legal counsel, while they are proposing cuts to high school guidance counselors, administrators, and teachers. That is unconscionable. And this Rainbow Coalition, these people behind us, refuse to go back to sleep.
That's right. That's right.
Good morning, the village of Hempstead.
My name is Diane Goins. I'm the chair of Long Island, New York Communities for Change, and I can't top that. But I can give you a little history about how all of this started. A couple of years ago, we've been fighting that school district. And one of our members, Maribel Teray, who's a parent, she'd been fighting, being thrown out of school board meetings. And she came down, she said, you gotta help. We gotta go there and we gotta do something about this. So that's where it all began. And we went to a school board meeting. After a school board meeting was thrown out by Betty Cross, can't speak here. And I had been a member of this community for over 20 years. So I'm not an outsider.
That's right.
So you can't put that label on me. And the members that are standing behind me, you can't put it on them either.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that we said we got to call on the forces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. TCC. NYCC,
Yeah.
and all the members of communities all around us. We had to call on the forces because we couldn't do this alone.
That's right.
Everybody said you can't unseat Betty Cross. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. And that's why we're here today, to let folks know and let the kids know that we're setting an example for you.
Right.
Don't do it like she's doing it. Do it like we're doing it, the
Right.
proper way,
way.
the honest way. You know, so that's what I have to say about this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Rasmia Zatar, and I've been working in the community of Hempstead for going on 9 years now. And I'm here to remind everybody that this is not about anybody any single person in this room. This is not about the egos of anybody in this room. This is about the kids of Hempstead.
Right.
That's right.
Because they are the real victims of the criminality that's been happening in Hempstead for over 30 years now.
Right.
For the entire 9 years that I've been working in Hempstead, I have seen firsthand the destruction that the criminality caused by this school district is causing in the community, the ripple effect that it has in these kids, things that go beyond their high school years. I am very happy and proud to say that the kids of Hempstead took to those streets this morning and woke up
right.
and For those of you who were not present this morning, you need to get copies of that footage because that was amazing. And that's what this was about.
Yes,
And the kids demanded that the school board and the superintendent and the principal speak to them. They demanded a conversation. And I just came out of a meeting where the kids, this was not with any adult instruction, this was without any adult organizing, the kids started to ask their own questions and demand answers.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And I, as a community activist, and as somebody that works with kids knows that the revolution has truly begun. So those people who think that they've gotten away with it for all these years and that they were going to continue to get away with it, as Sergio said, good morning. Your time has come.
Amen.
The young people that took to the streets this morning are now leading the way. We're following them. What we did was we did what we were supposed to do, was do all the work that needed to happen. Maribel Torre just came in. Maribel, please come in. The true owner of the seat that Betty Ross stole is sitting right next to me. And over these past couple of weeks, people in this room, the young lawyers that are over there on the other side of the room, the activists and the organizers that are standing here, the witnesses, the individuals who are serving as petitioners, pulled together because they knew that when she stood up and said, I will stand for the children, that we could not let her stand alone.
No.
We were not going to let her stand alone. There are many people in Hempstead that live in fear. The time for fear is over.
Right.
We will not allow Betty Cross to run anybody out of town.
Right.
This is important. One of the things that we understand is when we go to the commissioner, it's no longer in her control.
Right.
It goes to the commissioner and we take legal issues, factual issues that are indisputable,
Right.
and make it so clear that anybody that could see the side of a barn could make it out.
Right.
The importance of what we are doing right now for the children is exactly why Maribel Torre ran. Because she ran a campaign with Ricky Cook as her partner for the children.
Right.
And I'm going to let her take a couple of minutes to give some words just to say hello. And then I want to tell you exactly what we've asked for.
All right.
Thank you everybody for being here, and thank you for all this support. We really need it. Hempstead as a community, we need to be together, and I think this is what we need. We need to get together, we need to work, and we need to send a strong message to the students. We are going to keep fighting. We gave them a very bad example on May 21st. We gave them the worst civic class that we could give them, still in elections. They know, they work, and they know that somebody has to stand up for them. And we are here to do it. We are going to keep fighting. We are going to turn out the Department of Education. We are sending them a message. They are not alone. They need help, and we are going to look as far as we have to go, but we are going to keep looking for help for them. The Department of Education in Hempstead has to change, and we are going to be part of that change. Thank you.
Very good.